Hi everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and I am back here with our April online class. This is card number 2. For our online class, we decided to use the Friendly Gnomes. You will have had to have the dies from the previous bundle, or you could order them individually. And you also need the greeting, go-to greeting, or some type of greeting. I use the go-to greeting. You don't have to have this one particular, but this is the one I used if you want them to look exactly like mine. You don't actually have to have the dies because the few things I do cut out are just the gnomes, and they can easily be cut with a pair of scissors too for this class. So let's get started. This card has a lot of blending. So this is the card we're going to make. Ta-da! Isn't this an awesome card? I love the colors. I just love everything about this card. I'm so excited. So we will be putting the card together, then we'll do our coloring and stamping, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. So let's get started. We're just going to set this off the side over here. Probably be out of camera view, but I need to have room here for you. So in your little kit, you're going to get everything you need right here. This first thing has a little post-it note, and it says this is for stamping out your gnome and your little bird. So here's your little bird, and then we have to punch out this little gal right here. Okay, so put this aside because that's what that one's for. Now we have a couple pieces here. These two pieces are the exact same size. These two right here. One goes here. If I can separate them now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. Blew a little air. That one goes here, and this one you're going to turn it and put it this way. So when we stamp it, we want to make sure we have it turned the opposite from this one. So we're going to be stamping on this one. So I'm going to put this one over here. And then this one's a little bit smaller than the other ones, and that one's here. So we'll be stamping on this one. So I'm also going to put that one over here. Okay. So now we have all this. So this right here, the first two, this is a standard 5.5 by 4 1/4 piece of cardstock. We're going to put that down. That's our base. Then we have a 5 by, let's see, 5 1/4 by 4 piece of DSP. And that's going to go right on here. So we can do that now. Okay. So, ooh, don't stick yet. Line it up. Okay, that looks about good. Then we have this longer piece, which is 9 3/4 by 4 1/4. And then I have scored it for you at 6.5 and 3.5. So we're just going to score this way, and we're going to score it this way. So when you're done, it kind of looks like that. Okay? So when you put it down, if you want to do a trial run, it'll go like this. Okay? So we're going to score these score marks very, very well. So we're going to score this one really well. You got get it, make sure it's lined up good, and then give it a really good score. And then do the same thing with this side. One, it just helps it so you can work on it a little better, and the other helps it to kind of lay a little flat. So now we're going to add our DSP. So I've chosen this with the little hearts. And this was in that same paper pack. I will have it in your tutorial, the name of the paper pack. I don't have it right off the top of my head. So, and this is discontinuing this paper pack. Okay. So I'm going to put this right here. like so. Lining it up, and we're going to add the other two. So we'll line this up like this. And then we'll line this up like this. All right. And then we're going to place this on the center of this card, just like that. So we're going to put adhesive on the back of this one. If you have it all the way open and then you close it, not this side that has the paper, this side that doesn't. And we're just going to add some adhesive. And then I'm just eyeballing it. You can do your measuring and get it precise if you want, but I kind of just liked the eyeball effect. And then this one I'm going to put right here, and I'm just going to try to center it the best I can here. I didn't do like an inside grading on this card. I figured you could write whatever you wanted. I just put hello on the outside. I thought it was a good little fun pick-me-up card. It could turn into a birthday card, whatever. But yeah, so that's what I did there. So now we're going to set this card aside and we're going to do our stamping. So let me see if I can bring this back into camera. Here we go. Can we get it? Yeah, that's good. All right. So let's do this one first. And we're going to stamp the little gnome, the girl gnome. I think she fits this way. Yep. And we're going to stamp her right here, just like so. Okay. Then in this one we have a little birdie and some grass. So I'm going to stamp the bird kind of closer to the side, but not too close. I mean, we are going to punch them out and up a little bit with a circle. So kind of like that. And then we're going to take the little grass. I might have got that a little too dark on that one side. Yeah. Okay, that's better. And we're going to put the little grass right there, right next to them, just like that. Okay, so now we have that part done, so we'll put that aside. Then we're going to bring in this little guy, and I believe it, yep, it went that way. I just want to double check, always double check, because this way would make it go like this, but we want him to go this way. I mean, they're the same size, so there's really nothing to double check but my video, I guess, if you guys don't have one already made. Oh, silly me. Okay, so we stamp this up. I kind of got it more towards the side of the card so that I could fit the little squirrel in. Stamp him down. Just like that. Then I take the little squirrel. I stamp him up. And I put him right about here, I guess. There we go. And now we just have, this one can sit aside. And now we have this one here. So we need our gnome with the little heart. Stamp it up. I got some ink on that side from my finger or something. We're going to put him kind of over, down, but not too far down. I would say right about there. press them down. There we go. Then I take the grass and I stamp right here a piece of the grass. And then I'm going to take the word hello from that greeting, or you can use any from the go-to greeting, or you can use any stamp that you have that you want to use. Okay, so we've done all our stamping. So let's get these out of the way. I'm going to tell you the colors that I used. I don't know, depending on how long the video is, if I will fast forward the coloring. I may fast forward some and then leave some unfast forward. So unfast forward, if that makes sense. Okay, so I used crumb cake, light and dark, and I used this for the bird and the squirrel and the pants and the shirt on the little guy gnome and her hair. So that's what I used that for. I used crystal coral for his hat, light and dark, and his outfit. I used it for her outfit and shoes, and I used it right here on the mushroom. Always have a color lifter. I used Balming Blue, light and dark for the heart, her hat, a little bit on her dress, and the top of the mushroom, and these little stones. I used the mint macaroon or macaron, which is retiring, so if you don't have this, you might want to grab them, or if you have a different color that you want to use, you can. And I used that for the grass, and yeah, all the grass underneath and underneath the mushroom. I used the Smoky Slate Light for the guy gnome's beard, and then I used the SU 900 for their faces. If you don't have this, it's with one of the neutral packs that's out. You can always use ivory. So let's get started. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Hopefully I don't cut you guys out this time. And we're gonna start with this little guy, and we'll see how long this video is, whether I leave all in or not. And that is that one. You can pause the video and have it there for you to keep looking at as a reference. Okay, so that's all the coloring for this card. There was quite a little bit, but now we're going to do some punching and die cutting. So the first thing I did was I took a 1-inch circle punch, and I am going to put this in here and I punch out. So there we go. So we have that. Then I am going to bring in the die cutting machine and the die cut that I forgot to get out. So, and let me zoom back out for you guys too. I hope you saw that circle punch. Hope I put that in the camera. I just used a 1-inch circle punch and I punched it out of the bottom of that. If you did not, if it wasn't caught, I forgot that I was zoomed in. And then we're going to take this little guy here and we're going to cut, well, a little girl, I should say, because she's a little girl, and get her Post-it note tape. There we go. I'm going to put this down and we will just run this through like so. And then we'll put the card together. Okay. All right. So now this one kind of goes closer to the top up here, about centered though, like so. Okay. So I'm just going to take and put some adhesive on this. Oh, I must have had some black ink on my fingers because I have a little bit of black there. Maybe, oh look, I do have a little darkness. I'll have to get that off. And then this little guy goes over here, and I kind of have him over to the side a little bit, like so, like that. Make sure you guys can see all this here. I'm looking through an itty-bitty screen, so I feel like you guys can't see nothing, and then I can't tell until I go and edit the video. So, and then we're going to put a dimensional on the back of the circle and put that right down here. And then I put a couple dimensionals behind this little gal. And then I just kind of put it like so. Just like that. And so that's our card. That is card number 2. We'll be back with card number 3. Forgot one thing on the last card. We forgot our little dots. Our little embellishments. I put one here and then I put a little one next to it. Get it up here. There we go. And then I added another little one right down here. So there you go. I will be back now with card number 3.